my name's Lisa Allen and I'm the Executive Chef at Northcote. Today I'm going to be making a dish using beetroots. 3 beets, we're going to CV them. Basically, I think that vegetables are great cooked in a CV bag. I think of the fact that you can maximise flavour, your cost because you're not using as much liquid within there to make an intensified taste into the vegetable. And also the fact that you can get them pre-prepared, and it's also a method of preserving. So now we're going to CV the beetroot. So what we're going to do is we're going to just prep them by taking the tops off. I think the beauty about beetroots is the fact that each beetroot has an individuality of flavour. Some are sweeter, some are more earthier. And then what we do is we complement that by actually CVing them with different ingredients. Okay, so after you've cut the tops off the beetroots, what we're going to do is we're going to just wash them off. But we're going to leave the skins on them. So in these beetroots, we're actually going to CV them in 3 different bags. So in here you've got distilled vinegar and honey into the red beetroots. In the second one, which is a candy beetroot, so the candy beetroot's a little bit sweeter. So what we've done for the characteristics of that, we've gone down the sweetness line, but then adding a little bit of a different flavour to it. So we've got honey that we add in there. We add hazelnut oil instead of a vinegar, which again, you know, that kind of nuttiness gives a real great flavour when it's balancing against the sweetness. And then we've got some fennel seeds. And in the third one, which is a yellow beetroot, again, it's just simply distilled vinegar and a little bit of honey in this one. We're just going to pour the beetroots and the vinegar and the honey into the CV bag. So you can see how the vinegar and the honey is, you know, really incorporated and all submerged all the beetroots into the juices. So now I'm going to place the beetroots into the water bath. So we put the beetroots in at 90 degrees. For a vegetable, you need to be at a high temperature, so the heat is important, that you can get right through to the vegetable. It cooks a lot quicker. So while the beetroots are in the water bath, we're going to do some pickled shallot hearts to go with the beetroots. So basically what we've got here, we've got some fantastic little shallots, and we use the heart of the shallot because to me that's where the sweetness is. So we're just going to remove the outer skins, like so. If you're fortunate enough to have a vac pack at home and a water bath, it's absolutely brilliant for pickling things. And then what we're going to do is, again here, we've got some star anise. One goes in there, and then some pink peppercorns, and then that's just going to be topped off with some sugar, some vinegar, and a little bit of water in there. And again, very simple, not much hard work at all. Is just place it into a CV bag. Okay, so this one we're going to leave for 24 hours, and that's just to get the infusion of the pickle right through to the onions. So now what we're going to do to add and finish off the dish basically is what we do is we take some raw beetroot, just take the backs off, and we're just going to do thin slices onto ice. So using a mandolin, you just want to take very thin slices. Now the trick to this is that when you put something onto ice, it crisps up. So it makes it really nice and cold and crispy, and it really complements, you know, your little salad or anything that you're actually putting them on. Now the beetroots are cooked, I'm going to remove them from the water bath. So I'm just going to put some gloves on because this can be quite messy, especially with the red ones. Make an incision into the vac bag and pour out the beetroots into a bowl. Now this is important to do when the beetroots are warm, because if you don't, the skin is not easy to get off the beetroots. It kind of, when they go cold, it sticks again to the beetroot. But you can see how we vac packed them and the skin and everything was on, you know, because it's quite simple just to push away the skin from the beetroot, and you can see on how it just glides off, and you can keep that actual natural shape of the beetroot. For me, in a restaurant, as a restaurant chef, it's consistency. Backpacking with a certain amount of weighed liquid, cooking them for a certain amount of time, anybody can do them. And also you're actually guaranteed that your product is going to come out looking amazing because of the fact it can't overcook. Okay, now we've peeled all the beetroots, we're just going to pop them into there. It's really, gratifying to actually peeling something that, has really got a great flavour, and all the shapes are really beautiful. So we've got all the different kinds of beetroots there that have been cooked with the different liquids. Okay, so plating this dish for me is all about the elegance, because it's quite a beautiful looking little plate of food. So basically, just pop your beetroots on. And your cubes of horseradish jelly. Put a few petals of the shallot hearts. Some pipes of the basil puree. Just going to quickly dress up your crispy beetroots with a little bit of the dressing, like so. Some little herbs just to add on to there. And finished with some lovely flowers. That's my sous vide 3 beets with pickled shallot hearts and some herbs and flowers from the Northcote garden.